What's up everybody, this is Ven bringing you another MOC Spotlight where we take apart what you build. For today's episode we'll be going over the red flower created and posted to our message boards by Darknova3529. And now before we get started, let me remind you of my method of reviewing, which involves a point system that is based on 3 fundamental attributes: the overall appearance of the MOC, the build of the MOC itself, and the concept and ideas behind the MOC's creation. Each quality will mount up to 5 points, leading up to a final score that will be determined at the end of the episode. And please remember that this is all based on my opinion. So let's get this started. Ooh, look how nice and pretty this thing is. Now, right off the bat, we have a very unique design here for a Bionicle MOC. Sure, it might not be one of a kind like we've seen other flower MOCs before, but this one still has a lot going for it, at least enough to keep it pretty distinguishable. And the first of which that stuck out to me were these bright, vibrant colors. Like, you don't really see that all too often, and that's more than appropriate for a flower. The cool thing I found about this is that the really bright and vivid colors that are on this MOC don't clash with each other, despite the fact that they're completely different, like the red and the green. You know, seeing these two colors in these exact shades normally would probably make my eyes bleed, or make me want to make my eyes bleed or something, but here, it's fine. How is this possible? I'll tell you how. It's because these two colors don't touch each other at all. They are separated by all this black caught up in between. See, not even the stem of the flower is green, like it's all black, aside from the leaves, which are this really bright green. And while I do kind of think it's a bit of a shame to see that the stem is in green to kind of blend in with the rest of it a little bit better, it does seem to be a worthy sacrifice, as this red is just screaming, man. Like, this red up here is, oh, so violent. It's also worth pointing out just how clean this MOC looks. Like, it's got a nice shapely outline. And as the MOC demonstrates, you can see a very nice looking silhouette under a black light. Ooh, look at those pretty green light color things on the leaves. Isn't that cool? But it's pretty neat to me that no matter how you look at this MOC, it's pretty easily recognizable as some kind of flower. At least to me. Like, I don't know, maybe you look at it and you see like Godzilla or a toilet with Godzilla in it. I don't know. I don't judge. Well, at least I don't judge people. I judge MOCs. That's about it. But yeah, you could easily make out the leaves and the stem, the head of the flower. I don't know what this is called, but you know, you can make out the petals and stuff. I know what that's called. And if there is one thing that I have to complain about, it would be maybe the bottom of this MOC, the bottom portion, where the shades of green go out of whack. We got like a little bit of yellow here, and I guess it all works, it all complements each other, but I would have liked to have seen a more consistent usage of just one shade of green. And I'm not really feeling the usage of the Liwa blades over here with the silver on it. Yeah, that's definitely Yeah, nah, this MOC could have gone without the introduction of any sort of gray or silver, you know. But the rest of it, my god, yeah, it's good. Good stuff. The MOC also looks really well built for both looking nice and posing, and then looking nice afterward. And though it is fairly simple, you know, it's not the most complex looking MOC out there, it's still really creatively built. You know, I'm really impressed with how the builder used their parts, because then the build turns out looking very intuitive. It's nice and sturdy thanks to these friction socket pieces, and it turned out looking quite nice while maintaining sturdiness thanks to this little build down here. I mean, look at that. Like, this MOC looks really well grounded. Like, it's going nowhere unless you gave it a good shove. Then yeah, maybe it'll fall then. Now, unfortunately, as nice of a build as this is, there is a severe lacking of a function or play feature. So it really is built to just look cool and just sit there, you know. But nobody really asked for more than that to begin with. Because see, here's the thing, this MOC was built specifically for a contest. And this contest just so happened to be our very own Makuta Fest 2016 building contest thing. And those of you that were tuned in to Makuta Fest may remember that during the live stream, you were all challenged to build some sort of set piece, like an actual building or a similar structure, maybe even a temple, I don't know, something like that. Or you could build some kind of plant. No, I don't know who thought this all up, honestly. But anywho, you were all given the duration of the live stream to build such a MOC and post it to our message boards, and well, here we are with Dark Nova's red flower. which was supposedly built in the duration of Makuta Fest, and eventually was revealed to be the contest winner. Now, aside from subject matter, the contest didn't really have much else of a criteria, so really it just became more of a pick and choose whatever looks the coolest. And you know, the cool factor could be boosted by its appearance, maybe some functions, you know, anything that immediately impresses you when you look at it. And keeping all that in mind, when we look at this MOC, or at least when I look at it, I see that it achieves all of that. It achieves the goal of being some kind of plant because it straight up looks like a big red flower. And it looks really nice. Sure, it might not have some kind of function, but I don't think it really needs one because, again, nobody was really asking for a function. If you threw one in there, sure, that would give you like maybe some brownie points, but hey, what we have here does suffice. And sure, some of you might say, well, it's just a flower. That's a bit boring. Don't you think you could have done something a little bit more imaginative, like Biolante from Godzilla or something? And to that I say, yeah, sure, I guess. I don't really care. I mean, either way, it did the job. So, with all that said, let's go ahead and wrap up this video by going over the final scores now, shall we? In terms of appearance, this MOC receives a 4.5 out of 5. It's a great looking MOC, and I don't really have too much to complain about aside from the small little thing is just that towards the bottom, you know, it gets a little weird looking, and then the bits of gray kind of bug me, but nothing all too major. It doesn't bring it down that much for me, because all in all, I would love to see this sitting on my desk or something. And in terms of the build, this MOC receives another 4.5 out of 5. It's a fairly simple build, but it's also unique and very effective. I especially like how articulated it is, so you can maybe make the flower look like it's blowing in the wind or something. Especially since this MOC doesn't really have any sort of play features or functions incorporated into it. Not like it really needs it, but it definitely would have boosted it up a little bit more for me to see something like that. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that could have been. You probably would have had to surprise me there. And as far as the concept goes, this MOC receives a 5 out of 5. Because the goal was to create some kind of plant or building, but he screwed the building. Like, this guy went straight for the flower. He wanted to build some kind of nice looking flower, and well, lo and behold, he did. And it looks great. It won the contest. I mean, can you really say that the builder's goals weren't well achieved? I don't really think so. And so now that we got that out of the way, we move on to our final score, which all adds up to a 14 out of 15. Wow, look at that! A flower! Almost got the perfect score. You guys need to step it up. Nah, I'm kidding. Honestly, what really made this MOC for me was just how creatively it was built. So great job, Dark Nova, and congratulations for winning the Makuta Fest contest and making it onto the MOC Spotlight again. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time you've been here. And plenty of you out there have the chance to make your very first appearance onto the MOC Spotlight sometime in the future if you post your own creations to our message boards at board.ttvchannel.com. Check under the LEGO Creations category, post your own MOCs there, and I'll be sure to check them out. And whatever I find to be the most interesting or creative, I will feature on a future Spotlight, so please consider it, and if not, well, it's okay. You don't have to do it. Thank you all for watching anyway. I'll see you all next time.